You're tuned in to The Thinking Class with Lawrence D. Adams. Let's go. Salute everyone. This is Lawrence D. Adams. Uh-oh, my thing didn't go on. Can you guys hear me? Let's see. This didn't go on. Maybe it froze up. Oh, I guess it is working. Salute everybody. Good to see you, William. Good to see you, Ike. Good to see you guys in here. Let's get it going. Let me put my ticker up there. And let's get going today. Why rejection is your greatest ally to greatness. Let's get it going. Why rejection is your greatest ally to greatness. Good to see you, David. Good to see you guys in. Please let me know where you're from when you come in so we can get it started. I don't know why my claps are not working. Oh, that's working. Good. What's going on? Happy Friday. Good to see you, Chris. Chris in the chat room. Good to see you in the chat. Good to see everybody. Let me know where you're at. This is going to be good today. I just got it today while I was getting dressed and getting myself together. Tony, what's going on, Tone? Good to see you guys. Good to see you. Good to see you. I just got it today. I heard someone talking today in New York, and he had spoke about it a little bit, and I just went in and said, this is a great topic to talk about because it's something that especially a lot of men are afraid to deal with. New Orleans, good to see you from New Orleans. Good to let me know in the chat room where you guys are at. What city are you from? What city? I don't know why my claps are not working. Clapped out, I guess. Let me know what city you're from. New Orleans, getting the place to be. Tone, Chris, David, Ike, William. Let me know where you're at. Let me sit up in this place and I'm gonna get started. Why rejection is your greatest ally in success. I don't care what you've heard and what you've been told. If you don't experience some level of rejection, you're not ready for the gold. Let me say that again. I don't care what you've been, what's going on, Real King. I don't care what you've been told or who's been feeding you, what you heard on social media. Everything's going to be roses and berries and pumpkin pie. Midwest in the place. You already know it. Midwest, but my mind says in another level. We already know, right? I don't care what you've been told. If you have not embraced LA, what's going on, LA? If you have not embraced some level of rejection, you are not ready for the gold. You don't even deserve the gold. Rejection is part of the package when it comes to success. Let me say that again. Rejection is part of the package to your success. The problem is we have a lot of, I'm just going to just take my gloves off. We have a lot of men who have not embraced rejection, and they're taking it personal instead of realizing that it should be making you stronger. It should be making you more determined. It should be making you more go after it. Rejection should be your friend. I know you want to hear something that's nice and cute and dandy and make you feel good, but this is not for you to feel good. This to cut the slack out of you. If I can tell you the many times I've been rejected, work-wise, relationship-wise, money-wise, I could have went down and started crying and let me see if the baby gonna cry. That's how some of you are when you get rejected, because you have not realized that rejection is your friend. You cannot say you deserve the success that you want if you have not experienced some level of rejection on some place in your life. You might have been rejected by your parents, might have been rejected by your siblings, might have been rejected by the woman. You might have been rejected by the woman that you like. You might have been rejected because the money didn't go through. You might have been rejected. Rejection is not a bad thing. You need to embrace it like a friend. Are you going to reject me? Cool. Well, let me say something here, because we got these guys out here who get rejected by women and then they want to go delete them. If she rejects you, walk away. I don't understand why these guys, let me tilt my hat to the side because I got to say that. If she rejects you, walk away. You don't have to constantly be in her face. Well, here come my number. This is what you need to do. Walk away. It's the guys who want to delete the woman, who want to do certain things, is because you know why? They have not embraced rejection. You need to embrace rejection, like, put it on like a coat, whatever. Walk away. But I've seen too many guys recently in the last year or two who have not embraced rejection, and now they want to delete women. Now they want to get on social media. These women for the streets, these women bad. It's because you got rejected. You do not know how to handle rejection. You softer than a piece of toilet paper tissue on a hot summer day. You're soft. And all I'm trying to do is get you a backbone in your back and realize that rejection is part of the game. Don't talk about you ready for the game if you if you don't embrace rejection. Do you think every PI that went out on the street and every woman that he approached to be a part of his stable that they gladly say, hey, sure, you are a PI. I want to be a part of you? No, it didn't work that way. The same thing happened. You think everybody that Jesus approached say, hey, I want to be down with the 12 disciples? No, man, you crazy. You that carpenter's boy. Rejection is part of it. And if you as a man and you as a person don't embrace rejection, guess what's going to happen? You're going to constantly be what? Tossed to and fro by your feelings and what you think, and taking it personal. If this is resonating with you, let me know in the chat room. Let me put a 1 in the chat room. You picking up what I'm putting down. Too many men are trying to, I'm saying men, but too many people are trying to safeguard themselves from rejection. You cannot be successful in sales and not take rejection. You cannot be successful with women and not take rejection. You cannot be successful being a father, being a businessman, if you cannot pick up and realize that, guess what? Rejection is just part of the game. Like I said, if I can tell you how many times I have been rejected in school. This is the thing. I want to make sure you're clear. This is not to have the victim Olympics around here. Oh, I've been rejected and she didn't do this and she didn't do that. No. We ain't talk about no victim Olympics over here. I said, let me take it to the chin. I remember when I was in elementary school and I got into a fight. I didn't win all the fights, but I had to take that one to the chin. And then later on, we became good friends. Sometimes you got to take the rejection to the chin. If you want someone to cuddle you and to hold you and wrap you in a little blanket and say it's going to be all right, this ain't the place for you. It's the thinking class. The thinking class realized that you have to order to win at this life, you will get rejected. The question is, what are you going to do after you've been rejected? Are you going to go and put your thumb in your mouth and cry and call your mommy and get a little binky and put in your mouth and say, oh my God, they rejected me. She rejected me. I didn't get the job. No, you get up, tie your shoes and get back at it. Like I said, I cannot explain how many times I've been rejected for jobs, positions, women, situations. Real men, let me say it because I know this is a term that, has been not, good and bad because everybody want to tell you what a real man is. But men, they realize rejection is just part of the game. Put that in the chat room. Rejection is just part of the game. Put that in the chat room. Rejection is just part of the game. I don't know what kind of game y'all been getting. Y'all want that Barbie and Ken kind of game, but this ain't the Barbie and Ken kind of game. Rejection is just part of the game. Plain and simple. What people try to do is mitigate the level of reject or the amount of times they get rejected. Thank you, William. That's what it is. Rejection is just part of the game. What people try to do is they try to get game so that they can try to stop the many times they get rejection. But rejection is, first of all, let me say this. Rejection, in order to be rejected, let me say this again. Rejection is a good thing. You cannot be rejected and talk about you want to go. Second of all, rejection is part of the game. Third, rejection is a tool for you to learn from. There's a reason why you got rejected by her. It's the reason why your loan didn't go through. It's the reason why you didn't get that car. It's a reason why you got rejected. Your breath might have been stinking while you was talking with her. She might have been on her cycle while you try to throw your game at her. It could be a multiple reason. You got to realize that rejection is just a tool. It's just good to see. Rejection is part of the game. Rejection is just a tool for you to analyze and think, why did I get rejected? What do I do different? It's for you to evaluate what's going on. Charge it to the game, move on, prove yourself, and keep moving forward. Right. But don't talk about you want to be successful if you are not ready to walk through rejection. Like the example I heard today, this dean of a school, he was talking to this particular individual. He said, it's because of your rejection that you stand in the place that you are at right now. Now, this man was ridiculed, talked about, was in the news. People shun him. They treated him like he stepped in crap every day for years. But now, when you look at him now, he's at the top of his game. They have to come back and apologize. So you got to realize your rejection. Ooh, this is good. Y'all better get this one. Sometimes your rejection is there to protect you from where y'all. Wait a minute. Let me say this. Y'all ain't ready for this. Sometimes rejection protects you from something that you shouldn't have been part of. Facts. To learn from rejection is to figure out the things you have to not done in order to get the things you do not have yet. Correct. Let me say that again. Rejection, you might look at it as an enemy, but I want you to look at it as a tool. But I want you to realize rejection many times is protecting you from something that you did not foresee happening, or being involved in something that could have went down the wrong road. Rejection can protect you. I remember this is so there ain't nobody coming on the stream and saying, well, I don't know. I remember I was rejected from the pharmaceutical game. And I'm saying it that way. So anybody want to come back and pull it back what I said? This was over 30 plus years. They didn't allow me to get a part of the pharmaceutical game. And if you know what pharmaceutical game I'm talking about, the street pharmaceutical. And as the story goes, me and a family member I gave him some money to flip. Well, either he took my money, but he told me the story that he got robbed by the fiend. I said, I'm out the game. I'm not about to be a part of the pharmaceutical game. I'm just not going to do it. I got rejected completely out of that. Some people went on and became, rock stars in the pharmaceutical street game. I chose after that one time when I got my money. Now I think minimum wage at that time was $3.15, and I took my $135 check and gave it to my family member, and it didn't turn out well. I was out. I had to walk to work because I didn't give him the money. I jumped out the game. Now I watch other people around me who were successful in the pharmaceutical endeavors that were in the street. They got in, made their money, and got out. Some people made it alive, some people didn't. But I was rejected out of that. And I'm glad I was, because what the road that some of my peers and people I knew, friends, were in jail, dead, or other things happened to them. So I got rejected out of that pharmaceutical game. But you got to realize rejection is there to protect you. Is there to what? Protect you. Some of y'all wonder why I keep getting rejected. Why this ain't working out for me? Maybe the rejection that you're experiencing is there to protect you from some things that you don't know. Oh, why does chick reject me? Why she rejected me? Maybe you got rejected from her because you didn't realize that she was a gold digger and she was about to take your little check and take you for a ride that you wasn't ready for. Maybe the rejection from that job was there to protect you from what you didn't see, that the company was going to go down in 6 months. The job was going to close up. You don't understand the full scope of how rejection is there to protect you. Salute, brother. Salute. You don't understand the full scope of how rejection is there to protect you. Anybody in the chat room, I want you to be honest with this. Have you ever been rejected and you look back later and say, wow, I'm glad I was rejected? If that has happened to you, put a number 5 in the chat room. Let me get my question together. Have you ever been rejected and you realize that rejection actually protect you from something that you didn't see? Has that ever happened to you? Put a number 5 in the chat room. Has that ever happened to you? You was like, man, I'm so glad I got rejected from that. I see the fives in there. Let me get, yeah, I see the fives. There you go. There you go. There you go. I see you guys. I see you. I mean, you was like, man, it's some people, some groups and stuff I wanted to be a part of, and I got rejected out of. They like, no, you can't be a part. I'm so glad, because when I look at them now, compared to where I'm at now, I'm glad I got rejected out of that particular group. You don't understand that rejection is your friend, and you got to know how to make it part of your toolkit, or part of your tool that you use in your life. Let me say this again. Let me go back and circle back, because I got to say this part again, because I see more people in. Rejection, don't take it personal. Don't take the rejection personal. I gotta emphasize that. Clear. I gotta emphasize that. I gotta emphasize that, especially with dudes. You guys take rejection so personal, and I know I have in the past too. But you cannot take the rejection personal, because what it does, it begins to go inside and eat you up on the inside out. You start dwelling on, well, they rejected me and they didn't do this and they didn't do that. That didn't happen. And you start getting that rejection inside of you. And guess what happens? Because we teach, so that what do we teach? This is when spirituality and the game combines. You got the thinking class. What happens is, once you begin to embrace rejection, you start to what? Have rejection happen in every area of your life. What I mean is, when you begin to embody rejection, everything around you will begin to reject you. Let me say that again. When you begin to embody rejection, instead of using the rejection as a tool, what's going to happen is everything around you will reflect the rejected person that you are. Hindsight 2020 is truly what makes rejection works out in your favor. To not to take it personal is to see it as an overall lesson instead of a personal loss. Correct. Let me say that again. Let me say that's a good point. When you begin to embody rejection, everything around you will begin to reflect who you are as a rejected person. That's why you have to use rejection as a tool. Are you realizing that it's a tool to give you feedback of where you are at? Y'all, I need to really sit right there, because sometimes guys come on here, people come on social media, and they don't realize that they have embodied rejection. And what they're doing now, they're in a constant cycle of rejection. The cat started rejecting them. The dog started rejecting them. Their mama hang up on them. They start getting rejected. They went to job. They didn't get a piece of cake. They feel rejected. Why? Because you begin to embody rejection, instead of realizing that rejection is just a tool, or a stepping tool to get you to the next level, to your greatness. If this is making sense, you let me know in the chat room, because I want to make sure I'm clear on what I'm saying and what I'm giving to you guys. No one who has been successful in life, has not experienced rejection. I don't care who it is. I don't care who it is. On some level, someone has experienced rejection. The next key is what you do with the rejection. We already said you need to analyze, but some of y'all need to put that in like rocket fuel, and put the rejection in there, and so it can push you forward. You need to take all the rejections that you got and allow it to push you forward to where you need to be at. It needs to become like rocket fuel to you, the rejection that you have experienced. All right, what? This is what you say? Okay, I'm watch this. You think I ain't gonna make $10,000 in a month? Watch this. Or I got rejected for the loan? Watch this. Oh, you don't want my number? Cool. Next, watch this. You're not doing it for them, you're doing it for you. You gotta allow rejection to be the rocket fuel to push you into another stratosphere. Most people allow rejection to be their pillow that they lay next to and wake up in the morning and drink coffee with, because rejection is now their friend. Their friend that they embrace the wrong way. I'm telling you, I remember applying for different schools going to college, and I wanted to go to a particular school in Atlanta, and I got rejected from that school, and I got a letter from one school, and I didn't want to go there, but I realized I ended up going to Akron University. I didn't get rejected there, but my point is this: sometimes rejection allows you to move past some things that's not for you. And that's what I've seen happen even with the college situation. Yeah, it would have been good. I could have did well going to an HBCU. And what's going on? What's going on? Rejection is good. I'm gonna see my brother saying, I haven't seen the LA. What's going on? Cleveland bus driver. Oh, there was a pedestrian on the bike that drove directly into my lift gate and died last Saturday. Oh my God! Please pray for me. The job is trying to use this to get me out of the position when it wasn't. Okay, we got you. We gonna put you up, brother, because you in Cleveland, and they should have cameras. Talk about rejection. Rest in peace to the guy. It was a life-changing. Please pray for the situation. We're going to definitely pray for that situation, that it turns around, that everything that happened during that day, the people who seen him, even the guy who passed away, that the situation is going to turn around for your favor. And if you never know, this could be a stepping stone for you to go into another position. So keep your options open. Realize that this is not the end of the world for you. This is not the end of the world for you, but this is a stepping stone. It's all in how you're going to perceive what takes place. But we're definitely going to pray for him, and we're going to pray for you, because that is devastating. I have stories that I can't even tell online about some things that happen. But I want to make sure you understand that rejection is part of the story. It's part of your hero's journey. Let me say that again. Rejection is part of your hero's journey to get you to your destination. The reason why we watch certain movies, because on some level, something pulled them back 3 feet, or pulled them back three steps back. Then they move forward 5. It's the hero's journey that makes it more the reason why we watch movies. It's the rejection that causes us to move forward. It's what we do with it. It's the key. Let me get to the next point. If you want to hear the next point, let me know in the chat room. I got what? Oh, I'm doing good too. When faced with rejection, don't take it personal. You take it as a learning lesson. But you also realize that rejection is a tool. I'm recapping for those people to get it. But rejection goes to another side. There's always 2 sides of the coin. It's always 2 sides of the coin when it comes to rejection, to your greatness. You cannot be great or go to your greatness if you don't know how to reject some things out of your life. Let me let that sink in. You cannot say you want to be great if you accept everything in your life. You got to know how to use the tool of rejection and not take it personal. Some people, situations, I don't care what it is, kids, mama, daddy, dog, cat, mouse, you got to know how to reject and say, nope, no, no, no. You got to know how to use rejection as a tool, not to hurt people, not to damage people, but you got to know how to use rejection the right way. Some things you have to reject, some thoughts that you have that you need to reject, some attitudes that you got to reject, some mindsets that you have to just reject. Many times what's stopping you from moving forward is because you still holding on to old mindsets that's not causing you to move forward. You have not rejected those. You got to realize that you have to use rejection on you and everything around you. Don't talk about you want to be great. You want to be on top of the world. I want to accomplish this. This is my year 2024. And I want to do this and this and that. If you have not rejected some things, if you have not rejected going to the plate and eating all the time, you have 3 o'clock in the morning, you eating food, snacking. Uh-oh, I seen the numbers go down on that. Don't tell you want to be great. You want to be this great man if you do not know how to reject things in your life. Well, I don't want to do that because this and that. You ain't ready for it. You ain't ready for the greatness. Any great man or woman that I've studied, they learn how to reject things that did not fit into their program. Plain and simple. Certain foods I reject. I just ain't gonna do. There's certain places I go because I have to reject it because it doesn't fit to who I am. You got to know rejection is not just you receiving rejection, some things that you have to reject. Uh-oh. I don't want to deal with that, man. I don't want to do that. There's some jobs that you just got to reject. And then money might be, and they might be talking the right money. Once you get in, you realize, why did I sign up for this job? They about to work me like I'd never been worked before because you were looking at the wrong thing and you didn't reject it for the betterment of who you are. I'm here to tell you. I promise you, you can't say you want to be on the top of the world. You want to be this man, the women like and all. If you just accept every woman that comes down your path. Uh-oh. Here we go. Well, I just want to get some. If you cannot reject certain women, certain jobs, certain places, certain things, you ain't ready for this game. You ain't ready for this level of game if you do not know how to reject. You ain't ready for this level of game. Plain and simple. I don't know how to else to tell you, but to tell you just like it is. You ain't ready for this level of game. Because if you accept every woman that approaches you, everyone that winks her eye at you, every woman that has curves, everyone that has the tatas and everything like that, bruh, you ain't ready for this game. You are not ready for this level of game because you are not disciplined. See, in order to reject, you have to be disciplined. Your standards must be in place. What you will do and what you will not do will be in place. And you realize you do not take giving rejection personally. You do it because it's for the betterment of who? You. That's just keeping it real. That's just keeping it how it really is. You watch. Do you think that a millionaire accepts every idea that comes to you? There's certain ideas he just got to reject. There's certain business deals he just cannot accept. There's certain dinner engagements he cannot go into. There's certain women he know, nope, I cannot do, nope, She doesn't fit. Nope. He has to reject. Why, LDA? That don't seem right. We gotta all love each other. No, 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 no. I told you last week that this game is cold hearted. A disciplined man is a dangerous man. RJ, you completely correct. You're completely correct. But a disciplined man, but a man who's able to reject things that don't fit into where he's going is even more dangerous. Because then people cannot figure out how to get to you. What have you rejected this week, or are you just going with the flow? What if you're going to talk about you're going to go to greatness, you're going to go to the next level? I'm doing it. There's certain conversations I don't even entertain. There's certain places my face cannot be in the place. I'm just not going to be there. I have to reject that. I have to reject it. There's certain clothing places I'm not going to go because it's just not I got to reject that. I'm saying this to get you to understand the scope of what it is. You talking about you want to be great. You want to be this man that has all. There's certain things you have to reject. If you do not reject them, they will overtake you. If you do not reject them, it will overtake you. There's certain phone calls, reject. Certain trips, reject. Why? Because I know where I'm going. I know who I am and whose I am. And I have to reject some things. I keep telling you, the game, the real game that's been out here, it knows how to reject. And I'm going to tell you something. On the other side of reject, people going to respect you. On the other side of you rejecting some things and certain engagements and certain money and certain situations, people are going to respect you because you know what? He just don't go for anything. He just don't accept anything. He's just not out with anybody. He knows, you know what? I got a standard to uphold for myself, and I got to reject that. I remember some people asked me to go to this particular club down in Atlanta. Shake 'em up club. Stripper club. Just put it plain and simple so y'all know what I'm talking about. And I said, nah. Ain't no, okay, strippers do their thing. They got to get their money in Magic City. Matter of fact, the story goes, I was with Dom. Y'all don't know who Dom is. And we were at Waffle House, north of Atlanta. And we're sitting down and we're getting ready because we're going to kick it. We're going to go to 112 and we're going to go to another one, the compound. And we sitting there and say, yeah, man, we about to go. We're going to meet up with my cousin and we're going to go down to the compound or to 112. So behind us, two booths down was a young lady and two young ladies eating also. So she's winking at me. I said, yo, Dom, this chick winking. Yo, man, what's up? I might have to shoot my gift. So we know we eating our waffles, trying to get ready because we're going down into Midtown in Atlanta. So I go over there. I say, hey, I'm going to talk to her. So I go over there. I say, hey, what's going on? I'm Lawrence. Hey, what y'all doing? Y'all in town? Yeah, we here in town. So the one girl said, yeah, you cute. So she threw that at me. Oh boy. You want to throw you cute. That's to disarm you. So I said, let me sit down. So I started sitting down talking with them. I sat down and started talking with him, and I let Dom over there. He was still eating his food. She said, yeah, I'm in town. I said, you in town? Yeah. Yep, the game is cold. So she said she was in town. I said, oh, okay, cool. So we talking. She said, won't you come and see me? I say, see you do what? She said, well, I'm gonna be dancing. I said, you're gonna be dancing. So I act like I didn't know what was going on. You're gonna be dancing where? Oh, I'll be dancing at Magic City. You should come and see me. They got good wings there. And I'm gonna be doing my thing. I said, oh, really? What time you gonna be shaking them up? Oh, I'll be here. I'll be up at about 9 o'clock. And I said, oh, okay, cool. I said, no. I had to reject that. Now, don't mind you, she was nice in all the right places, but I had to reject it because she was looking at me as to go in there and to pay for her to see her go down up and down the pole and to throw some money at her. I had to reject that. Because then I'm going to be there throwing money like other guys, and you're thinking how the game really works. She's going to say, well, I'm going to make it special for you. All she's doing is digging into my pockets. And to me, my mindset is, why would I pay for something that's completely free? A dance or anything else after the dance. So I completely rejected that whole situation. So I went back to Dom and said, what happened? I said, man, that girl working, she's trying to get us to come down to Magic City. I said, nope, ain't going to be able to do it. You got to know how to work, know how to reject certain situations because it ain't beneficial to you. It wasn't no benefit for me. It was going to be benefit to her and her pockets. And I won't get any. And let me say something because I need y'all to really understand what I'm going to really say. The benefit would have been her getting my money and me. Even if she would have took it to the next level and it would have turned intimate, it still wasn't a benefit to me. It still was not a benefit to me. Uh-oh. Sometimes you got to know how to reject even the kitty cat. Uh-oh.
Execute Order 66.
Uh-oh. Did LDA say that? Yeah. You got to know how to reject the kitty cat. I was just telling my youngest son that. Ooh, boy. Discipline, is danger, man. That's a great truth to live by. Y'all didn't want to hear that one. Well, LDA, I got to. What you can walk away from determines what you can walk into. What you can walk away from determines what you can walk into. Certain things you need to walk away from determines what you can walk into. How many minutes I got? I got about 17 minutes. What you can walk away from determines what you can walk into. Certain things you have to walk away from. Facts. Previous to the box, it's a powerful game. Yep. Come on, you put it right there. Y'all see how the numbers went down? No, man, I don't want to hear that. I want to be disciplined. Why rejection is great to my. If you can walk away from it, determines what you can walk into. You got to be able to. You have to be so on your P's and Q's, or like you guys saying in here, be so disciplined that you are not governed by your lower nature. You're governed by your higher nature. Many men and women have failed because they have not learned how to reject their lower nature and put it in its proper place. Am I guilty? I'm guilty. So don't even come in there. Well, yeah, I heard you did. Yeah, I did that too. Yeah. You got to know how to be disciplined enough to reject the thing that you really want. You have to be disciplined enough to reject the very thing that you want. Even in negotiation, they tell you that you never appear like you really want something. You actually reject the first bid. That's just in negotiation. They might give you a bid of $10,000. but you really want $50,000. You know, you got to learn how to read. You got to know how to negotiate. That's part of negotiation. You never take the first bid that they give out to you. You reject it. Why do you reject it? So they can come back to the table and it becomes a dance that you do on the negotiation table. So you got to know how to reject. You cannot want it that bad that you cannot walk away from it. You cannot want whatever it is that bad that you cannot walk away from it. I looked at a deal yesterday. I'm looking at some cars. Excuse me. The car is beautiful inside and out. We got a deal. We can do this. Guess what I did? Oh, okay, cool. Let me reject that and walk away. Why? You got to be so solid in who you are and where you're going that you know how to reject some things that you really want in order to get something that's even better. You got to know how to reject some things that you want to get something that's even better in your life. Some of y'all have not experienced enough rejection and you have not executed enough rejection in your life. You want the greatness. You want the accolades. You want the trophies. You want the gold medal, but you have not experienced enough rejection and you have not rejected enough things in your life. You have not experienced enough rejection. Enough people have not told you no, and you have not executed enough no's and other people's and things around you. You have not rejected enough. The reason you are where you at right now is because the level of rejection that you executed in your life. The reason you're not further is because you have not executed even more rejection in your life. Plain and simple. Don't talk about you want the game and you want to be, yeah, man. And it ain't about the hats. It ain't about the furs. It ain't about the pimping. It's a mindset. That's why this is called the thinking class. It's for you to think and for you to reason, for you to understand that what? Rejection starts where? In the mind. Great men and women have all experienced rejection. Use it as a tool to move you forward and not behind. Allow it to be your ally. Blocked by James. Why you block you? James, who blocked my dude, the Renaissance? We always give a warning first. So I don't think Renaissance been here long enough. He know how we roll around here. I don't even know. Who is James? Who's in here that will? I don't know nobody in here to do that. Oh, it wasn't you. So it must have been somebody. I got to find out who that was who blocked you. I will take care of that because we already know how we roll over here. Rejection is your greatest ally to take you to the next level. Rejection is your greatest ally to take you to your next level. You need to embrace rejection. Don't fight it. Don't try to squirm out of there. Don't start crying about it. Okay, I've been rejected. I need to move forward. Rejection this is the thing. I realize, let me say this. A lot of y'all have not been rejected enough. A lot of y'all have not been rejected enough. You have not been rejected enough because you're too comfortable. You have not been rejected enough. Oh, I was agreeing. No, I was agreeing. Facts. Okay. You have not been rejected enough. You have not been rejected. You have not been rejected enough. so that you get a tough skin around you. Where rejection is fall off you like water off a duck's back. You have not been rejected enough. That is the reason, some of the reason why you have some people don't have success in the game when it comes to women, to sales. I'm saying that again because I want to emphasize that. Sometimes the reason why your game with the women, your mouthpiece ain't where it is and everything ain't going, because you have not been rejected enough by women. Where you get to the place where you don't even care. Okay, cool. Next. You didn't want to buy that refrigerator? Okay, great. Somebody's going to buy and come and buy this refrigerator. Next, you're going to reject. You don't want to buy this car? Great. Next. You got to get to the place where rejection you don't even give two rats about being rejected. You got to get to the place where you don't give two rats about being rejected. You look at rejection like, oh, okay, great. That must mean I'm doing something right. Or I need to adjust something. Rejection must become your ally. This is Lawrence D. Adam. This is when spirituality in the game combines. If you got something from today, let me know in the chat room. If you picked up anything I was putting down today. If you picked up anything I was saying today, let me know in the chat room today. I'm going to do something right quick. I ain't did this in a while. Let me see. Copy. If you want to come up, you got a few minutes to come up on what we're talking about. Don't come talking about how your mama, I don't want to hear about cupcakes and all like that. You want to come up, you got a few minutes before I leave out. Powerful. You want to come, if you got something from this, let me know. There's the link. If you want to come up real quick, let me know. There's the link. You can come up right quick before I get ready to go. There's the link. If you got something from the day on rejection, how it must become your ally, and how rejection is a tool, and how it's important. Understood, Greg. You want to come up? You can come up right quick before I get ready to get something to eat. You want to come up right quick? I'm gonna open it up right quick. And two, I've been sort of holding back doing stuff behind the paywall. I'm gonna open that up again because there's some things I want to share that I can't share on YouTube. Just cannot share on YouTube. But if you want to come up, there's the link. If you want to come up, sometimes rejection is the best thing that can ever happen to you. That pretty girl that you wanted was the best thing. She rejected you. You would have never got yourself together. That job closing down, rejecting you was the best thing that could have happened to you. If you want to come up, please come up. Don't come up here talking crazy because I will kick you off. I don't have no problem rejecting you off of my channel and off of my station. I don't have no problem doing that. But if you want to come up, we're going to get the clock going. If you want to give, if you want to make sure you give into what we're doing, you can super chat and cash app. Cash app is running across the screen. $ Lawrence D. Adams. Make sure you do that. You can give. Don't give me a rejection seed. You want to give towards this? You want to cash app? This is the perfect time to do it. Make sure you give into where you're growing at. You give to where it's pushing you forward. I'm telling you, it's so important. So if you want to give something, you can super chat, you can cash app. It's the perfect time to do it right now. But if you want to come up, got opportunity to come up. We can talk for a few minutes before I get ready to roll out and get something to eat. But we're definitely going back behind the paywall. And two, like I told you last week, I talked to Pimp Guy. He's coming up. We're gonna do something in July. We're gonna have some more guests come up, but some things got to be said where I can have freedom of speech to say what I need to say behind the paywall. But if you want to come up, that's the link to come up and talk to LDA on today. I'm gonna give a few minutes and I'm about to get ready to go get me something to eat because I'm hungry. I normally don't eat before I do the show, so I'm in the flow. So I'll be up here sleeping. But man, I can tell you how many times I've been rejected, man. Woo. Women, jobs, situations. Rejection. I said rejection, and many times has protected me from so much. So much. And I'm cool with being rejected. I said, I'm cool with being rejected. I'm cool with people not liking me, not caring about me. I'm cool. Uh-oh, yep. Have a great weekend. I'm out. Enjoy that jerk chicken. You already know, man. Gotta enjoy that jerk chicken. So yeah, definitely. If this you got something from this, hit the Cash App, hit the super chat. You want to come up? I got less than 5 minutes. You can come up. If you want to do consultation, use like LDA. I need to talk to you behind the scene. It's some things going on. You can schedule that 101 with me, and we can talk about some things. You will be surprised what goes on behind in the consultation. You want to do that consultation, that 101 coaching, I will see it that way. That 101 coaching, it will be beneficial to you. Definitely with my brother right here. I hope someone. So we're going to say this. Something has already come good out of this. Thank you for today's message. I appreciate that. Yes, something has already good come out of this. You have no clue what's going to come good out of this. I got a couple of events. I gotta go to an event later on tonight with this gray beard, but something good is going to come out of that. Now this is the thing. When people say they praying for you, oh, I'm praying for you, brother. Okay. No, I'm really going to pray for you. And I'm not going to pray, well, I hope everything works out for you. No, I'm going to pray something particularly for you. So I'm not going to just be praying just to be praying. No, I don't waste time praying. I'm not praying to show off to people that I can pray, because I can pray. I'm not praying because, I want to make you feel good. No, I pray because I believe in results. Plain and simple. So when I pray, I want to see results. That's what I pray. No, I pray. Let me say this correctly. I pray from the place of results. I don't pray for something to happen. Let me say that again. I do not pray for results. I pray from the place of results already happening. It's completely different mindset, completely different place. I pray from a place of results already happen, not from a place of them going to happen. But you need that one-on-one coaching with LDA. You need to get that schedule with me. But this is Lawrence D. Adams. Thank you guys for coming in. If you got something from today, put a number 4 in the chat room. Put a number 4 in the chat room. You got something today, or share what you got from today. Oh, can you break down? Okay, I'll break that down for you because I got some time. Good. A little bit of time. So when you pray, because you asked me, that's a very good question. I'm gonna share it. When you pray from a place. You say when you pray, believe that you receive in Mark 11, 24 and 25. When you pray, believe that you receive when you pray. I stand on that word. So I pray from the results. That means I pray from what I believe has already happened. I'm not praying from the place of wanting something to happen. So there's 2 locations. So when you pray from wanting something to happen, that means you're going to constantly be in the place of wanting it to happen. But when you pray from a place of it has already happened, you stand in a place of victory, and all you do is you're in a place of being thankful. So when I pray for you, I'm praying from the place of results, the done deal, that is complete, that it is done. I'm not praying for it to happen. I'm praying because it already has happened. 2 different mindsets, 2 different places of prayer. I want to make sure you got that. So when you pray from a place of results, the result that you want to see happen. So if you always do the bicycle thing, you don't pray that you get a bike. You pray from the place that I have the bike and I'm enjoying the bike that I'm riding right now. So you don't pray for a red bike, or you may get desire for a red bike, but you pray from the place of thank you. I've already got this red bike and I'm enjoying it now. You pray from the place of receiving it, but even past that point, you pray from the place of what? I've already got it. That's a different type of prayer. You pray from the place of results, not from the place of want. That should be a class right there. I shouldn't be teaching this because it's going to cause some church people and religious people to get all upset. Why would you say that? You pray from the place of what? Results, and not from a place of want and need. The Bible said, the Lord is my shepherd and I shall not want. He leads me down green pastures. You're praying from the place of results, not from the place of trying to make something happen. You understand what I'm saying? Let me know, Cleveland bus driver uppercut. Let me know in the chat room. You understand what I'm saying? Let me know in the chat room. You got what I'm saying. You're picking up what I'm putting down. Let me know in the chat room. You picking up what I'm putting down, what I just said. Now, how you do that, that will have to be explained behind the scenes. So I hope you got it. Oh, you know what this means? This music's coming on. So I hope you got something from this. Why rejection is your greatest ally on the road to greatness. This is Lawrence D. Adams. When spirituality and the game combines, this is the Thinking Class. Join me next Friday. Look for some more videos coming out. Behind the Wall, get the counsel, get the coaching. I am out.